guys see Ethan Klein committed the horrible act of making fun of me? Look at this. We didn't even cover this. This is like a month old. I never even covered this.
And for him to eat it with a fork.
Fucking times. Like, I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. It's not funny. Like, there was a reason why I was showing Fousey this stuff. It's because it's food that
he's
he
just
can't
like
get
nitpicking your life and not. He's not even like funny, right? Like,
and
who are you, kid?
Please. I am funny, right?
I just love this, right? They're just playing a clip of me just calling them unfunny and boring and gay. And they're like, who are you, kid? Oh, I don't know, Ethan. We could look up who I am, actually, right now. Let's just go Content Nuke, Keemstar. Where was this? Where was this? There was a clip here. Oh, look at that. I'm the guy that you sourced in your biggest expose hit piece video against Keemstar. So you know who I am. So why are you playing?
Please. I am funny, right? Like
I don't know why we feed the birds, to be honest.
Yeah, the birds got to eat.
Funny.
The birds got to eat, no?
It's not funny.
They're so mad.
Hey, the birds also got to eat, AB.
I guess.
You never go to the park and toss bread to the pigeons?
No. That's too easy.
I should have seen an AB when I was at Creator Clash or something. I think Boblax met up with them, but I didn't because I just was like, I don't want to hang out with AB. That's fucking weird. Here's another clip. Keemstar is suing Ethan Klein. Plays my clip right here. Claims he doesn't know who I am. Very, very interesting, all right? Well, listen, some funny drama ended up happening, all right? He responded to a lot of the allegations that he was actually stealing designs for his merch company, or rather his wife, not merch, clothing. It's a step up. It's higher end. Gila Klein, who runs the Teddy Fresh business, has been facing a lot of fire on social media due to a lot of young researchers from the RFC news team. They've been gathering tons of evidence to compile this case that basically Teddy Fresh is stealing designs, and Keemstar actually ran this story on Drama, which then resulted in H3 responding to it. Now, I watched the entire clip. I have the full thing timestamped, and I gotta be honest, he did a pretty ass job at responding to it. So we can just look at the examples right here. This is just one that I included. Choose your fighter, Teddy Fresh 2019 versus Cool Shirts 2018. This was a fucking call out we've looked at before. Anything for views back in 2019. But it gets even worse. So I have a bunch of images right here that were taken off of, I believe, the now suspended Twitter account, Salvo Forever, which apparently the H3 Reddit was celebrating flagging, which honestly I'm not surprised about at all completely. And I'm surprised at how effective they are, though. It does seem like when the H3 subreddit flags you, like you go down instantly, which is weird. Because normally on Twitter, you're supposed to get like warnings or a temp ban or something. They like nuked his ass instantly and on multiple accounts. So I'm like, what kind of pull do these freaks have? Like, have you guys seen the H3 subreddit? Like, all of those people are retarded. You know what I mean? So it's like, how are they able to actually inflict damage? It's confusing to me, but maybe it's all that Tard strength or something. I don't know. Either way, you got the designs right here, you know. Teddy Fresh hardcore, you know, it's pretty much the same design here. Like, there's not really any way you can justify this one. This is pretty blatantly stolen. What else do we have here? Let's see. These links are a little bit crusty. I had to like pull the links off in a really weird way. This one is one they admitted to stealing, by the way. Apparently, they now work with the guy that they stole the design from, and they're all good. Doesn't mean it doesn't justify, doesn't mean that it justifies the stealing at first, right? So that's like so they've admitted they've stolen that one. So that one's not even up for a debate. From a book too, by the way. Really? This one right here, Ethan Klein, I believe he denies stealing this one. To me, though, it looks, I mean, look, the blue bear right here, is my camera showing? Yeah, it is. The blue bear right here, and the one right here, and then the gold. Nah, this is 100. And the panda. It's the same design. They didn't even take the same animals and mix them up, so it looks a little bit different. They just fucking stole it right off. Okay, so I can't even defend this one either. That one's fucking stolen. And I'm pretty sure Ethan like didn't even admit to that one. What else? So the top one right here, Ethan says that, well, we'll get into what he says fully, but his excuse here is that, oh, well, it's a licensed design that we use that just looks similar or something like that. Sounds bullshit to me. This bottom one, Ethan admits that this one looks suspicious, so that one's not even up for debate. It does, I mean, literally the same. The flames even look the same. And then you got this one right here. Now, this one might be the most defendable one so far, but even now that I'm looking at it, it's not even really that defensive. Like, I was going to say, okay, well, they've got slightly different designs. Like, this one's got, like, the longhorn, you know, the cowboy boot, you know, the cowboy hat. This one's got a cowboy hat. Well, it's also got boots. Yeah, it's kind of the same. And also, like, the rope here, like, it's like a little, like, rosary bead or something. It's like the same shape. So, nah, I can't even defend that one either. I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt here, but so far, all of these are just blatantly, right? So you have this design here. This is Ethan's new shirt. Apparently, he designed this one himself. Can you guys tell? It looks like cock. But apparently, it's also like a stolen design from a tiny, tiny shop Instagram account. Now, I will say this is actually probably the most defendable one. Because they don't look completely the same. One just looks like total cock, and the other actually looks like properly and you know, well designed and stuff, right? I mean, I don't know. This one's up for debate, I guess. But given how all the other examples just look so blatant, it's just like, I can't really give them that. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt for comedic effects so that then I can be like, whoa, not even this case looks... But it's like, I really can't give him any credit here. What do you guys think, chat? Stolen? One in chat if you guys think he's stealing. By the way, he actually got media coverage for this last November, 2021. Ethan Klein admits Teddy Fresh Dino sweater design was copied. We got a lot of ones in the chat, by the way. The H3H3 duo, Ethan and Hila Klein, blah, blah, blah. The brand's identity focuses on vibrant outfits which hark back to the 90s fashion and style with vivid colors and saggy look, blah, blah, blah. Nonetheless, the recent discovery of a plagiarized design threatens to stain the brand's reputation. In a recent episode of the H3 TV show, Ethan Klein talked about the recent discovery related to their dino jumper design, confirming that they have checked the claims and admitting that the design was indeed copied from a 1955 knitting book. The resemblance was first spotted on Reddit by a user named Amber Louise, who saw the almost identical design in a 26-year-old book with knitting patterns. The Reddit thread is later deleted, which they explained as not wanting all the attention it got. Wow, they said that? Wait, so they flat out said, oh, we didn't want this getting any attention, guys. Okay, I mean, at least they're being honest. While Ethan admits the design was copied, he claims that it was one of their former employees who submitted the design and says that person has not been working for Teddy Fresh for over 7 months now. We had an idea to make a dinosaur sweater. You have to understand, we have over 50 people on Teddy Fresh, graphic designers, everything, and the person who designed it left already. So they weren't even fired. They left on their own accord. Ethan claims they weren't aware that it was an exact copy and says they could not have possibly known how obscure and old the source material is. It was like a cosmic coincidence that somebody even found it. Well, Ethan, if it's such a coincidence, then why are people finding multiple examples now? Like, actually, like dozens of examples of you guys stealing. Let's keep reading more, and then let's take a look at the colossal cope. Yeah, he actually had the balls to say cosmic coincidence. Good one, dude. Cosmic coincidence? As if it was just so wild and out there of a possibility. Really? He says they love the design and were happy with how it turned out, calling it one of his favorites, but reveals that until they get in contact with the author, they will refrain from selling it. I don't even know if he's alive. I think he is, so we're trying to reach out to him or any relatives, blah, blah, blah. Others are just holding it in our warehouse until we figure out how to contact him. Ethan thinks they can probably illegally... Wow, I almost fucked that up. Legally sell it. Although given Ethan's propensity to endorse pirating on his public platform and then he gets sued over it, I wouldn't be surprised if he was also like, well, we can put it on the black market, guys. And then Gila's like, don't say that. Adding that he hasn't talked with his lawyers about it, but says that they don't want to do it. I'm not going to sell it unless we can find some info about the guy and cut him in. It sucks because I love the sweater. It's so fucking sick. All right. So we got that right here. Oh, and also just a bit of a throwback right here, by the way, guys. Remember this?
You count of like 60 mil. Yeah, 60 million. Maybe more. I mean, maybe more.
So, I really think it looks like your hoodie.
You think it looks like my hoodie?
No, I don't think it looks like your hoodie at all.
What? Why are you saying that?
Because it's more pastel-y than yours.
Are you making a joke?
I'm
Fuck you.
I love how mad Ethan is in this clip, by the way. Right? So they're sitting there shitting on James Charles because James Charles did, by the way, I totally believe James Charles stole Teddy Fresh's design, right? But like a year ago, they were making this like a big, massive moral outrage, right? In this clip, Dan makes a joke that, oh, well, it's not really stealing the design. And Ethan's like, are you joking? Are you kidding? Is that a joke? Why would you say that? You disagree? Huh? Good one, Ethan. Way to ruin Dan's bit. He's trying to be funny, and you just completely ruined it.
Like your hoodie at all.
What? Why are you saying that?
Because it's more pastel-y than yours.
Are you making a joke?
I'm
Fuck you, Dan.
I'm repeating what I saw in a lot of comments of people that were in denial.
They're saying it's more Well,
yeah, I was getting a little worried from there. I thought he was about to get fired, like Boblax.
the people I saw who are in denial about it I think they didn't look too close because what they were saying was like, oh, they're like, the Sidemen has a color block hoodie. You're going to call them out? And I'm like, no, it's different colors. It's completely different.
What the fuck?
This is the same exact colors in the same exact spot. I mean, the yellow trim, the yellow draw cords, it's literally a carbon copy.
I know, I couldn't believe, I was being sarcastic. I couldn't believe some of the denialism that I was seeing.
Anyway, the denialism. All right, well, we got that clip right there. Let's take a look at Ethan's response. I've got a lot of timestamps from this one. We've got about like 8 different timestamps. We'll go through them. They're all mostly pretty short, but a lot of interesting shit in here. Yep. So the clip itself starts off pretty good.
Yeah, so apparently, this is kind of crazy. Keemstar is on Snapchat trying to destroy my life, basically.
Destroy my life? What, by holding you accountable for the same thing that you held James Charles accountable for? Were you trying to ruin James Charles's life back? Now you were, obviously. Like, I can't get over this. He literally just said, ruin my life. Keemstar trying to ruin my life by calling out my business. What?
Yeah, so apparently, this is kind of crazy. Keemstar is on Snapchat trying to destroy my life, basically.
Damn.
He's not posting it on YouTube because
little dramatic, don't you think?
I think he thinks that he'll get in trouble if he talks about me. What's funny is I don't care if he does. Like, I don't snitch. I don't tell YouTube. I don't do anything. But if he goes on Snapchat, he can say whatever he wants about me. What's interesting about this is that I was contacted by somebody and told that there was a lot of reports coming through about our show talking about Keemstar. And that we had to tread lightly.
All right, fuck this timestamp. I'm getting another one. This shit's boring. Let's go to 424. Oh, yeah, this is an interesting comment. This actually ties back to the Deaf Noodles thing a little bit. He does talk about Deaf Noodles here.
And Brandon said a 40-year-old man tweeted this. Hashtag drama alert. The problem with drama alert...
I like the breathing into the mic that he does now.
It was a good idea at first, but you do age out of it. I mean, at 40, you kind of...
Ethan, you're only 37. And you're also covering the... Ethan Klein covers the same shit that Keem does. Right? So it's like, yeah, you guys are both too old for this. Like, you can't really attack Keemstar like that. You're 37. You're like 3 years away. What you're gonna turn 40 and just hang up the podcast? I mean, it'd probably be a good idea for him at the very least, but I don't think he's really gonna do that.
I mean, this is my wife's company we're talking about here.
Uh-oh.
And by the way,
over my wife.
I mean, give me a break, bro. I mean, I would never go after your girlfriend.
Knock it over my wife.
There it is.
I mean, she's only... I mean, I would never go after a child.
Yeah.
No. So in the same clip that he's responding to the criticism, he just calls Keemstar a fucking pedophile right there, which is just amazing. All right, let's get into the actual, his response right here that, oh, all these designs, it's a public license, guys. It's a public license.
Close. That is the same bear. Are they just taking this? But the thread keeps going.
Yeah, so the one hilarious thing that they're trying to get us on is like, sometimes designers just license graphics.
Oh.
Because it's really hard to create custom graphics all the time, and it's
so you're admitting to stealing it then?
Very normal for clothing brands, streetwear brands to license an image and start from that.
But you didn't just start from the image, you just completely fucking copied it. Like, are you guys okay? I have the bigger image of this right here. Hold on. You guys help me out here, all right? Is this starting from the license? No. No, this is just fucking taking it. So this is what they started from. I mean, it's literally the same exact thing. There's no difference, literally. So he's just admitting to stealing it, basically, but he's not saying, well, it's a public domain, you know? You just take public domain images, and you change them up a little bit. But you didn't change it.
And it's incredible because they're so desperate, again, to try to fuck with my life.
How is this fucking with your life? At the very least, all you have to do is issue an apology or delist some of the stolen designs and make new ones. You know what I mean? Like, does he expect the audience to actually believe that his life is in danger because Keemstar made a Snapchat video about him and Salvo made a Twitter thread about him? Is that enough to put his entire multi-million-dollar business? If that's all it takes, then there's a fucking problem there, all right? Like, there's a very big issue here. If the cracks in the foundation are already that large and fragile, that you're worried about your entire company.
It's like, dude, it's a licensed graphic, you fucking idiot. Like, it's just not that deep.
It's not that deep. So Ethan's argument, instead of debunking it, is just going to be to dismiss it. He's just going to sit there and say, oh, this is nothing. Don't worry about it. We're just stealing designs after we made a big federal case against James Charles for also stealing designs. Don't worry about it. There's nothing here, guys. There's nothing happening. Don't worry about it. I mean, I guess that's really all he can do, to be fair, but it doesn't make it any less pathetic. Here's him talking about Deaf Noodles, by the way.
Also, side note, please talk about Deaf Noodles. I don't want to talk about Deaf. First of all, thank you. I'm okay.
Why not?
You know, one of the causes for the more Tourette's could be the Wellbutrin I started.
Oh, no.
I don't know. But yeah, it has been more lately, which is annoying, but it's fine. I can deal with it. The other thing is, I don't want to talk about Deaf Noodles, you know. The dude's been getting, like, absolutely dogpiled by everybody.
What do you mean? He loves it. Deaf Noodles loves being dogpiled. He loves the attention. He's enjoying watching the haters seethe and stuff like this, right? So why not? Why not talk about it? Because is there nothing there to talk about? Honestly, this is what Ethan needs to do. Because I know Ethan doesn't like Deaf Noodles. Ethan needs to burn the bridge. He needs to just shit on Deaf. Now is the perfect time, all right? Ethan Klein needs to write a manifesto, okay? And then he needs to go live. The Deaf Noodles manifesto, 17 pages at least, 6,800 words. He needs to go off and tell the world what he's really thinking. Because I don't really think he wants to protect Deaf Noodles that much. I could be wrong, of course. I'm just speculating on the air. I'm just guessing. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. We need to see the bridge burn.
I'm not gonna do that.
Also, Deaf Noodles, he's getting dogpiled by the internet. He deserves it. He's just picking. Every fight that he's been in is something that he started and picked up, right? Like nobody. It's not like everybody just decided that they were going to Gabby Hanna Def Noodles. No. He acted like an asshole on Twitter. Then everybody was like, "Wow, you kind of suck, dude." That's it. Oh, he's getting dogpiled. Poor guy. You know, he's going through a rough time. It's all self-inflicted though, so who cares?
So let's continue this.
He has to respond to this shit right here. What was that dead? Was that like 5 seconds of dead air? Jeez.
What is this? What is going? Are they really just taking designs? Are they
really just taking designs?
stealing them?
Are they stealing them?
Listen to the super chat from Mermaig. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Senior graphic designer for a major apparel company here. This is all extremely normal in the industry.
Exactly.
Much love to you
Exactly. Damn, dude. Dan was quick to interrupt with that little super chat there. Don't worry, we've got a professional here. They say it's A-okay. Okay, dude. What the fuck is this cope? So I guess it's just, you can steal now. If you're just stealing public designs, you know, it's fine. Whatever. Fuck it.
Possible. The thing is, like,
it doesn't matter.
There is an industry standard for when you buy really, really old vintage stuff that's like a one-off that like doesn't exist anywhere and it's years old. It's like
public domain.
It is. There is like a weird thing, but people.
It's a weird thing.
It's kind of like fair game. I feel like if you discover like a one-off weird thing that's like forgotten to the annals of history.
But it's not a one-off thing. There's like 12 examples of this that we know of. Probably a lot more. It's not a one-off thing. And what do you mean? Why are you just making excuses? Like, notice how it's like responding to Keem's allegation that we're stealing shit. He's not really arguing that it's stolen. He's just saying, well, it's public domain. They're unused design. You know, it's kind of a weird thing how you can just take design. No, that's not a weird thing. That's a wrong thing. You're wrong.
You shouldn't copy it directly, though. I mean, that's obviously.
So why did you?
That I can't tell though. This one's too small. I can't see the.
Then zoom in.
I can't even tell if they're identical, or it may have been the same fabric, or it may have just been a vintage piece. I don't know.
What the fuck is
Same
this?
thing! I'm noticing a pattern here, people. And speaking about patterns,
if it was the same.
Oh, Keem, speaking of patterns.
Why didn't you get a closer pick? You could, you know what I mean? You could.
Well, it's for a Snapchat show, so it's only ever going to be.
But this one could be closer.
One screen, yeah.
Okay.
I'm noticing a pattern here, people. And speaking about patterns, continuing on the thread, look at this.
This one's my favorite. This is a fucking fabric, you moron. We bought the same fabric, you dumb disease
and then sold it.
Brained fucking idiot.
Wow, listen how mad he's getting too.
I mean, seriously, it's so sometimes people manufacture really cool fabrics and you.
This fucking cope sucks. Dude, he is so deflated on his own show. Like, dude, I haven't done a show in like a month, okay? I've been completely MIA from the internet for a month. I forgot how the internet fucking works, but I feel like this is like better than Ethan's current show that he's been doing for years now. The guy has no energy. Like, actually, he sounds like he's slouching. He sounds like he doesn't want to be there. He's snippy with his co-host. He has nothing really interesting to say. This is 30 minutes, by the way, of just him looking and being like, dude, this is all just blown out of proportion, bro. Like, Keemstar wants to ruin my life and, like, go after my wife? Like, why is he going after my wife? He fucks kids. There's just nothing here.
You speak with certain, you know, you have, like, textile vendors or people you work with.
Like, why do fat people get tired so quickly? People are always like, oh, you're too skinny or something. You need to eat. No, because if I was well fed, I would be just fucking boring, dude.
And you say, you know, send us some really cool fabrics you have right now. And they'll send samples and you go, dang, that's awesome. I want to use that. And so clearly they like the same pattern, the same fabric as us. And that's all that happened.
Easy.
So shout the fuck out Keemstar.
Sorry.
Who is getting an education. This one, I will.
Who's getting an education. Ethan's sitting here trying to spin this as if he's schooling Keemstar right now and owning him. He's just admitting to it. He's just making excuses for it.
Admit is a little too close for comfort. I don't know what happened with this one. To be honest.
Yikes.
Do we know where the sweater from the left? Oh,
yeah, it's Prada. I recognize that sweater. It's a Prada sweater with the flames. I mean, this one's on a hoodie. Yeah, I mean, this.
I like how he draws the line at this one. Like, this is the one example where he'll just sit there and say, like, well, you got me there. I feel like the other examples are way worse. I mean, this is a bad one too, but okay. Well, he is admitting one thing over here. That's for sure. All right, listen to the end of this shit, because this shit is just fucking amazing.
Obviously, he's trying to turn this into a thing, right? And this is what he does. And the thing is, some of you guys don't like when I talk about Keemstar so much, but I have to address these things before they snowball. And that's what happened when he accused me of stealing money for our first lawsuit. I just ignored. I was trying not to talk about Keemstar at all. And it actually almost ruined my life, which is kind of crazy.
Whoa, ruined your... All right, chat. There's two possibilities that could be going on here. Either he's telling the truth and he's actually this pathetic, or he's just fucking guilt-tripping his audience or whatever the fuck, or just emotionally, like, just giving them shit so that they could be like, oh my God, Ethan, that's so brave of you to stand up to them. No, I don't know. Honestly, I kind of believe the first option. I almost think he's telling the truth. This is something. Or both. Yeah, I guess it could be both. They're not mutually exclusive. Yeah, fair enough. Wow, listen to that again.
Of stealing money for our first lawsuit. I just ignored. I was trying not to talk about Keemstar at all. And it actually almost ruined my life, which is kind of crazy.
Ruined my life. That is crazy.
He actually goes so low that when he almost ruined my life, and I had to really come back hard on him. And that's when people left me alone on that issue and decided that I wasn't a scammer. And that's what he's trying to do here. It's hard to explain just what a existential threat this guy is to people he hates.
What are you talking about? Keemstar is a threat to people that you hate. He's making Keem sound like Keem's like some deranged psychopathic pedophile who will just like send like internet hitmen after you. And well, to be fair, actually, Ethan does think that. He thinks that the commentary community is just taking orders from Keem. Which we are. He just hasn't gotten the evidence of that yet, so he's just making an accusation that he just doesn't know is true. But even like, regardless of that, right? Like, he's sitting here saying stuff like, oh, Keemstar is such a big threat to people. What do you mean? You're a bigger threat. When Ethan feels slighted by somebody, he'll accuse you of stealing his designs. He'll accuse you of being a pedophile. He'll, make multiple like million-view video hit pieces on people. He'll say that you're platforming dangerous swatters when in actuality you're the reason that those swatters got like arrested and stuff. He'll make horrible allegations that you've killed like suicidal people and stuff like this. And he'll continue to use suicidal people and stand on their graves, even when the families have said suicidal people are begging him to stop. Like, between Ethan and Keemstar, and I don't think either of them are really that bad, but between either of them, Ethan's the way bigger monster. He will actually do everything he accuses Keem of. He will try and fuck you up. Now, it's to varying degree. Remember how Ethan treated Fresh and Fit? Remember when Ethan platformed that false rape allegation against Fresh and Fit? And everybody, including Abba and Preach, roasted him for getting that entire situation wrong. Do you guys remember that? Ethan treats people that he doesn't like as shit. You could even argue like how he's treated people like Jordan Peterson, for instance, making fun of his like previous like drug addiction or something, right? Which again, I none of this is stuff that I care about. Whatever. Talk some shit. It's just the internet. But for Ethan to be the one to sit here and, I mean, you guys know the deal. I'm not telling you guys anything you haven't heard already. It's just nuts.
And that's why I talk about him so much, is because he thrives on bullying people and like just
wait. I'll keep recapping Ethan Klein's segment, which is recapping Drumler, which is covering Salva's content. Everyone steals from me. Yes, but that also means that you're related to the alt-right, so you're
destroying people's lives, and he hates me more than anyone. So as you can see, he's trying to do it still. And on top of that, it's like the meta bait where he's doing it on Snapchat only to bait me to talk about him so he can report me to YouTube. He's trying to get me banned on YouTube.
Well, that's an allegation to make.
It's crazy, right? I mean, it's like
no,
this man thinks about. He really thinks about me all the time.
All right, dude. Let's just go to your channel real quick. Type in Keemstar. Oh, that's a lot. Damn. Holy fuck. How long does it go? Wait, actually, how long does this go? Oh my god. Really? Okay, actually, we're like away from Keemstar videos now, but like, bruh. All right, it's really more just like, yeah, up to here. That's still a lot of fucking videos, though. Jeez, man. All right, well, that was Ethan Klein's response to the merch controversy. Teddy Fresh stealing designs. I mean, he so much as confirmed it. Again, he didn't really deny it. He just made excuses for it, basically. He was like, well, look, you know, people use images that are in the public domain. I'm allowed to use an image if it's like old. I mean, you still shouldn't do it, but you should at least take an image and make a spin off of it. But you didn't do that. They just outright stole the designs. So he's felt it. There you go.